Taro's Big Climb. Taro the turtle stood at the bottom of the very tall hill. At the very top, the blueberry bush was full of sweet, round treats. Taro looked at his small flippers, and then at the high clouds. It looked like a very long way to go, but Taro really wanted those berries. Mika the squirrel zoomed past Taro in a blur of gray fur. "Are you going to the top, Taro?" Mika asked, twitching her nose. "That is a giant climb for a little turtle. My legs are fast, but yours are very slow." Taro nodded slowly. "I am slow, Mika, but I am starting now." Taro took one step, then another. Clunk! His foot caught on a jagged brown stone. He wobbled to the left, then wobbled to the right, and suddenly he was upside down on his shell. Taro kicked his legs in the air, but he couldn't flip back over. Ziva the bird flew down and landed on a nearby branch. "Don't give up, Taro," Ziva chirped. "Wiggle your tail and push with your neck." Taro tried and tried. He gave one big wiggle and pop! He landed back on his feet. "Thank you, Ziva," Taro said, and he kept walking. The sun grew hot and bright in the middle of the sky. Taro's legs felt like heavy noodles. He found a shady spot under a giant yellow dandelion. He closed his eyes and took 3 big, deep breaths. "I am tired," Taro whispered, "but I am not stopping." Mika the squirrel hopped back down the hill. "You are halfway there, Taro," she called out. "Look, if you stay on the soft grass, it won't hurt your feet." Mika pointed her tiny paw toward a patch of green. Taro moved toward the grass. It felt much better. The hill became very steep. Taro had to dig his sharp claws into the dirt to keep from sliding back down. He didn't look at the top, and he didn't look at the bottom. He only looked at the next inch of ground in front of his nose. Taro was very thirsty. His throat felt dry like the sand. Suddenly, Ziva appeared again, carrying a wide green leaf in her beak. The leaf held a single sparkling drop of cool water. Taro took a sip and felt his energy come rushing back. There was only one big rock left between Taro and the top. He put his head down and pushed with all his might. His heart went thump, thump, thump. With one last giant turtle-sized shove, Taro pulled himself over the edge of the rock. He made it. The blueberry bush was right there, and the berries were even bigger than he imagined. Mika was already there, waiting for him. "You did it, Taro," she cheered. Taro smiled and took a big, juicy bite. It was the best berry he had ever tasted. Ziva landed on top of the bush and sang a happy song. Taro looked out over the whole meadow. He could see the flowers, the trees, and the long path he had climbed. He was a very slow turtle, but he had never stopped moving. Taro was proud of his strong heart.